Hello, my dear students of class 6, welcome to your English class. Today we will be doing a poem from your textbook Purvi, Unit 4, Sports and Wellness, and the name of the poem is The Winner by Georgia Hurd. So the word winner, yes, we all want to be winners in life. Be in life or in a sport or in a game, we always want to win. So, who is the winner in this poem of ours? We will find eventually. So, you see, when you open the poem, you find there's a picture. Okay, and what you can see in the picture? You can see some children are playing, they are playing in a field and they are enjoying a lot. And I am sure you all are relating to this picture because after school you all want to go to home and rush to the field or the playground to play. So, before starting the poem, you see there are some open-ended questions. So, we will try to answer those first. So, you see, you look at the picture that I have already told about. Now, what are these children doing? What do you think? What are they doing? We can say the children are playing. Where do you think they are? We can say they are in a park or they are in a field. And what is the time of the day? Now, what is the time of the day? What do you think? Yes, it's evening time. How can you say that? Because the evening time is kind of a relaxing time. That is, you just go home from school and you go to play. And you also can see that the shadows of the children are there on the field. So, we can say that it is the evening time. Now, next some more activities are there and they have asked you to discuss these questions with your classmates and teachers. Okay. So, there are some activities like the first says I go to. So, where do you go? You can say that I go to the school. Okay. I play with a football, I play with my friends. So, you see these are open ended questions, you can answer however you want. The place I go for playing. So, where do you go for playing? So, you can say I go to the park, I go to the field or to my neighbor's home, anything like that. I like playing. So, what do you like playing? You can say I like playing football, I like playing Ludo, hockey, anything that you want. Sometimes I come back. So, when do you come back? You can say that I come back after sunset or after playing. Okay. These are some open-ended questions. So, I think I am sure that you are ready for reading the poem now. So, let us read the poem. Evenings, we play ball next to the creek in our neighbor's field. We run so fast, I can't even catch my breath. When blue dark turns to black, cold grass aches our feet, trees creep close, game's over, night wins. So, this is a very short poem. Now, let us start the explaining the poem. Okay. Evenings. So, as we have already understood that majorly is the evening time, okay, throughout the poem. Evening time, that is the time that you return home after your school, right. So, evenings we play ball. So, that is a very leisurely and a relaxing kind of time. You play with your friends and where do they play? They play next to the creek. You can see in the picture also that the children are playing, someone is swinging, someone is running, someone is playing this, someone is playing that, and there is a creek. Now, what is a creek? A creek is a small river in our neighbor's field. Neighbor means the person who live around or near your house. Okay. So, they are your neighbors. So, just next to the neighbor's field there is a creek which is a small river. So, they play there. We run so fast and our poet says that we are running so fast, that is we are enjoying so much that I can't even catch my breath. So, I am panting, I am gasping for breath because I am running so fast that I can't even breathe properly. Okay, I am running out of breath. When blue dark turns to black. Now, you see something is there to be noticed is that the poem is very short, and you can see how the poet has written the poem, that is there are very short lines and like 1 or 2 words in each line. Why so? Because our poet wants us to relate to the poem as if the poem is very breathless, right. So, as if we are running, when we run we go out of breath, we can't breathe properly. So, we are running, we are enjoying, right. So, I think the poet does it on purpose that he has used such short and crisp lines. Okay. Now, the next line says, when blue dark turns to black. Now, this is important. Blue dark, blue here stands for the sky. So, the evening sky is blue, right, and now it is turning to black. Now, that is the beautiful twilight time, that is night is falling gradually. Okay. So, it is turning dark. Cold grass aches our feet. So, as night is coming over, the cold grass is aching our feet, because during night time there is a little cold everywhere, it is not as scorchy as during the daytime. So, the cold grass is aching their feet. Okay. So, you see already our poet is trying to show that the night is very powerful and also mysterious, which we will find in the next line when our poet says, trees creep close. Now, what is creep close? These are the growth along the ground by extending branches. That is, it seems as the night is approaching them, it seems as if the different outgrowths, the different trees are extending their branches and they are coming towards the children. So, do trees actually come towards us? No, but our poet has tried to show that the night time is very mysterious and very powerful, and during the night time everything looks a little different. That is why our poet says, as the night is coming, everything is turning different, as if the trees are also coming towards us. So, there is something very airy, something very mysterious. He has given a mysterious touch to it. Okay? Game's over. Now, you see, no game can last forever. Even the best game has to end. Now, why the game is ending now? Because night time is there and we cannot stay outside of our homes during the dark. So, when night comes, the game is officially over. Night is the alarm that now we have to stop the game. We do not want to stop. We want to play with our friends like forever and ever, but we cannot do that, because during night we have to go to our homes. So, the night actually guides our lives. It gives us the hint that now it is time to go to homes, to rest, to eat, to sleep, to do your homework, right. So, you see, in the evening when you go to the fields to play with your friends, you may feel like this evening should never end, and you wait for the next evening when you will again come back, when you will again play, right. But you cannot do that, because during the night we cannot see things properly. It is little dangerous also during the night. So, you have to go home. So, night wins. The last line is so powerful, my dear students. Why? Because you see, when we had read the title The Winner, we felt that amongst these children someone has won. The winner is amongst these children. But no, we cannot win. We cannot win, because nature is the winner, night is the winner. Night is the winner. Why? Because night comes silently and slowly, but the game has to end, right. So, here none is the winner, but the night is. So, you see, this poem is actually about the carefree, beautiful and easy life of childhood, when the evening time is meant only for playing, just like you do. But the poet wants us to realize that our fun time, our game time cannot run forever, for a long period of time, because eventually we have to go to home, we have to do other works also, na, because you go to school, you do the classwork there, you return back with the homework. So when would you do the homework? Yes, after playing, give your body some rest, go to your home, do your homework, have your dinner, have your family time, and then you go to sleep. The next day again you wake up, you go to school, and again you come back and play with your friends. In that way you can also protect yourself, right? You can also be happy, and you can divide your day to some meaningful activities, right? Yes. তো যদি আমরা বাংলায় বুঝি তাহলে এই যে পোয়েমটা উইনার মানে জয়ী, কে বিজেতা, কে জিতলো, সেটা কিন্তু আমরা প্রথম দিক থেকে ভাবছি যে বাচ্চাগুলো এখানে খেলছে ওদের থেকে কেউ হবে উইনার। বাট অ্যাজ উই রিড দ্য পোয়েম, যখন আমরা কবিতাটা পড়তে থাকি তখন আমরা বুঝতে পারি যে না, আমাদের পোয়েট কিন্তু অন্য কিছুই একটা হিন্ট করছে। তো আমরা দেখি যে ইভিনিং টাইমে সব বাচ্চারা কি করছে, যেটা আমরা ছবিতেও দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ওরা সবাই খেলছে নেক্সট টু দ্য ক্রিক, একটা ছোট্ট নদী ওখানে বয়ে যাচ্ছে, ওদের প্রতিবেশীর যে একটা মাঠে ওরা খেলতে গেছে সেখানে একটা ছোট্ট নদী আছে, সেই নদীর পাড়ে কিন্তু ওরা খেলছে। উই রান সো ফাস্ট, উইচ মিনস তারা এত এনজয় করছে, সবাই মিলে একসাথে খেলছে, এত জোরে 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 দৌড়চ্ছে যে মনে হচ্ছে যে আমার শ্বাসটাও ধরতে পারছে না, কিন্তু তার মধ্যে ওদের কোনো কষ্ট নেই, ওরা ভীষণ খুশি, খুব আনন্দের সহিত ওরা খেলছে। কিন্তু আস্তে আস্তে যখন নীল আকাশটা কালো হয়ে যাচ্ছে, মানে কি রাত চলে আসছে, তখন কি হলো, তখন ওদের আস্তে আস্তে একটু ভয় লাগছে, মনে হচ্ছে যেমন আশেপাশে যত গাছ আছে তাদের ডালপালাগুলোও যেন ওদের দিকে তেড়ে তেড়ে আসছে। মানে কি নাইট একটা খুব মিস্টিরিয়াস টাইম, রাতে আমাদের ভয়ও লাগে, তাই না? তো দ্য গেম ইজ ওভার, তখনই ওরা বুঝে যায় যে না, এখন যেহেতু রাত হয়ে গেছে, রাত কিন্তু এসে বলে না যে খেলা শেষ, বন্ধ করো, এমন কিছু বলতে হয় না, রাত আসে ওরা খেলাটা বন্ধ করে দেয়। সো দ্য গেম ইজ ওভার অ্যান্ড নাইট উইন্স। তো লাস্টে জিতলো কে? রাত জিতে গেল। কি করে জিতলো? রাত তো ওদের সাথে খেলাতে পার্টিসিপেটও করেনি, তাহলে কি করে জিতলো? কারণ রাত আসাতেই কিন্তু ওদের খেলাটা বন্ধ করে দিতে হলো। তো যে নাইট বা রাতের বেলা আমাদেরকে এসে কি শেখায়, আমাদের ডিসিপ্লিনও শেখায়, আমাদের জীবনটাকে গাইড করে যে না, এখন তোমরা খেলা বন্ধ করো, এখন তোমরা বাড়ি যাও, এখন তোমরা নিজের হোমওয়ার্ক করো, তোমরা খাও, ফ্যামিলি টাইম এনজয় করো, আস্তে আস্তে ঘুমিয়ে পড়ো, পরের দিনের আবার অপেক্ষা, কখন আবার ফিরে যাব, কখন আবার বন্ধুদের সাথে খেলা করব, তাই না? সো ইউ সি, ইটস a very beautiful, short and a very precise poem, but gives us a very meaningful lesson of our lives that everything has to end to enjoy it better the following day, right? So obviously you will play with your friends in the evening, but when night comes you have to stop and you have to go to your homes. In this way night is the winner of our poem. I hope this poem is very much clear to you. I hope you enjoyed your class. Thank you so much.